Hello ladies and gentlemen, Hubble here, and today I'm going to be attempting my first round of the Ubers. I spent a little bit key farming. I still need to find a few more keys to get enough for all the Ubers, but I'm going to attempt one today on Torment 6. Now let's go with Leoric and Maghda for first. These will be a decent entry level for me to get a good test of the waters. My build's changed significantly since the last video. I no longer use Captain Crimson. I went for a heavily DPS route. I sacrificed a shit ton of vitality, more so than I really want to. I gotta find a way to get it back into the build. But I love the performance it's having. I'm able to do a lot more damage than I ever was able to in the previous videos, and I've also been able to stack a lot of cooldown compared to the other videos too. So, with that, let's give it a shot. My only major concern is going to be Maghda, and most notably her arcane. Leoric, I'm not going to be too worried about. I just got to avoid that, and that's about it. Alright, come on, Leoric. I've also swapped up my shield glare to have a debuff rather than a wrath regen. It's far more useful for the single targets than the wrath was, so I decided to stick with it. I've also played around with wrath regen on my weapon, and I've decided that I prefer it over having even more cooldown on Akrat. Especially since my current Akrat only needs roughly 3 seconds to cool down. Sure, it's gotten me killed in T6 several times, but as it stands, I can manage with it. Alright, that's one down. Clear out the ads. Come on, Maghda. Push for phase 2. Away from the sentry. Alright, last phase. Don't run away. There we go. Ooh, I got a regret. So, that was Torment 6, my first run of the Ubers. That was Maghda and Leoric. Up next will probably be Gome. Gome and Rakanoth. I know Gome's going to be give me some headaches, but Rakanoth's not too much outside of the teleport. Alright, so I'll go over the build, and I'll describe how it's changed since the last video. Pretty much I decided that as I slowly started incorporating more and more cooldown into my build, it got to the point where with Captain Crimson, I would have instant Akarat, or damn near it. It would be less than a second. And I felt at that point that I really didn't need that much cooldown. So I decided to see if I could incorporate some more damage into the build. And I decided to forego a Royal Ring of Grandeur entirely, and just go with the full 6 set of a con. This gave me freedom for my ring slot, which is something I was really glad to have back, since I've been stocking up a lot of rings. Like several rings that are just collecting dust. Like, it just felt like a waste. And I tried so hard to get a quadfecta or trifecta royal ring, and it just wasn't working. Like, I've tried so hard. I pulled cash after cash after cash, various torments, and it just wouldn't drop. So I got so tired of it, I had to do something. So pretty much, I went for a DPS route, and I will full cons. I went back to my Harrington, which significantly increased my damage for when I'm out in the wild. It doesn't really help the bosses. It's good for defense. It's the best defense belt I have currently, so that's the one reason it still helps me in a boss fight. My Stone of Jordan I did something rather interesting. I rolled off main stat. And because I didn't want to, it was good. I didn't want to roll for higher crit because I need cooldown in this build. I needed significantly more than crit damage. So I decided to forego the strength and make it up elsewhere on the build. So my Stone of Jordan has no main stat and has, as you can see, these various abilities that significantly help me. Uh, I finally got a better Reaper Wrap. It took me numerous rerolls. I was really tired of the very low crit chance I had with it, so I just kept rerolling and rerolling until I got this one. I pulled a Hell Skull, and I managed to get more damage on this versus my Hollow Barricade. I need to find a better one with higher cooldown and higher crit chance, but that'll come with Kadala runs. It's the next thing I'm looking for on my list. Glass of Knife, still haven't changed it. It's still level 69, haven't found better. I want to find something with cooldown so I can have instant accurate again. I don't need crit hit chance. I really don't. I'm pretty happy with what I'm at. Let's see. Shoulders I re-rolled several times with Kadala, pulled a really good one. Spent several million getting it up to 14% to Heaven's Fury. Gauntlets. I pulled these things yesterday. I spent a week and a half trying to find better gauntlets. And I was flabbergasted when Kadala rolled these out. I will never need another gauntlet ever again. Uh, for my free slot, my ring, I change it up all the time. But right now, I settled with this Leoric. It gives me a really good DPS boost. I'll probably play around with some more of my other rings in my box because the crit damage is a little low, but the flat damage is a nice addition. Like, under perfect conditions, I can hit probably 80, 82, maybe 84 million per beam under the right high crit conditions with this build just by proccing Shield Glare debuff and my crit law. And that's against an elite, mind you. Trash mobs, it'll probably be 47, maybe 50. Fate of the Fell, all I really did was just re-roll the Wrath regen and cooldown and resource reduction several times until I decided that I'd rather have the regen over anything else possible. Uh, Boots. I want to find a better set so I can have movement speed. That way I can take it out of my Paragon and put it into strength to help compensate for the loss I took on the Stone of Jordan. Overall, my toughness is way, way too low for my liking. My health is not in a safe place. I don't like it. I gotta find a way to get vitality back in the build. But the DPS, the performance of it, the ability to kill quickly is in the right zone I want to have it at. I just gotta do some more tweaking and some more adjustments and just keep balancing and adjusting everything in the build. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. This is Torment 6, Maghda and Leoric, Uber bosses. Stay tuned next for my next video. I'll probably do it when I can. I need to refarm keys and fucking... Some of them aren't really generous with their drops, as you can see. Some of them are over generous with their drops, so that'll take some time to get. But yeah, thanks for watching. Look forward to the next video. Nevertheless, have a great day, great night, wherever you're at, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you again next time. Hobo out.